In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Otterbox Deffender for the iPad mini. Now this case will run around $89, so it is a very expensive case. Now this case does come in two colors. It comes in pink and it comes in black. The only two colors I were able to find at the store were pink and black. Now they may come in other colors if you order it through Otterbox online. I'm not 100% sure about that, but those were the two colors I had to choose from. Now this case is supposed to protect your iPad from drops and shocks and any debris that gets near your iPad. Is supposed to protect it from that. So if you're a person that goes outside a lot, that travels a lot with your iPad, or does a lot of outside activities and stuff like that, you won't have to worry about your iPad damaging. Let's face it, iPad Air, or iPads in general, $500 investment, very expensive, and you don't want to go breaking your iPad randomly, so this is a very good case for you. Although this is $89, I really do feel that this does provide maximum protection for the iPad Air. If you're looking for one of the best cases for the iPad Air, look no further. This is really the case for you if you're worried about it, or if you're clumsy and stuff like that. This is a very good case. Now the only thing this doesn't protect the iPad Air from, it does not protect it from any water, so don't go throwing this in a pool or going in heavy rain. You will basically damage your iPad. But for just normal drops, any debris getting near it, it should be good to go and fully protected from that. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you actually what the case looks like. I do have the pink version right here, so you will be seeing the pink version on display right here. Now this is the Otterbox Deffender series, which means that it does have a screen protector built right onto the actual case, so you don't have to install a screen protector. It got one right built on, so it does give the maximum protection for the iPad Air. Now I don't know if they make it for the iPad Air, but they do make an Otterbox commuter series, which basically eliminates the screen protector. If you don't want a screen protector on your iPad, you can get that one. I'm not sure if it's made for the iPad Air, but this is the Deffender series. Now, I was going to show you the installation process for actually installing the case, but for some reason the iPad Air's Otterbox Deffender is very hard to get off. Now I've used other Otterbox cases in the past and they weren't really hard to take off, but for some reason this is giving me problems with taking off. It is very hard for some reason. I don't know if it's because the new way they made it, or it's just my one that's defective, or I don't know why, but it is very hard to take off. I have used Otterbox cases for iPad 4th generation. I've used it for iPhone 5. I have used it for Samsung devices and whatnot, and they've given me no trouble of taking off the case, but this one is giving me problems taking it off. I don't know why, but anyway, let's get started with this review. So as here you go, you can see the iPad Air is fully enclosed into this Otterbox Deffender case. So there at the back of it, it does show you the Apple logo. Here is the Apple logo in the back. It does show your Apple logo if you wanted to show that off. It does show the Apple logo. And then it does got a cutout for your microphone and another cutout for your microphone. It does got a cutout for your camera, and the camera does not show any whiteout or any flash, any problem with that. So basically if you want to take pictures, you're good to go. Now it is a little bit deeply cut into there, maybe 2 or 3 inches. It is raised, so if you set it on a table or something, your camera shouldn't get scratched up if you're worried about that. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it is pretty deep in there. It's pretty far in there, so if you set it on a table, it won't damage, like I said. Now this case right here that I am holding, it is a 2-part case. It is plastic on around the sides, so when you put it in the case, it's all plastic, and then after you put the plastic case on, you do put a rubber silicone material over it. So the outside's mostly a silicone material, on the inside's mostly a plastic material. So it is a 2-part case for maximum protection, so it does have a 2-layer protection, and over here there is a screen protector on it, already built onto it. Now the only real problem I have with this thing is that since the screen protector doesn't really sit on the screen, there's a little gap in between the screen and the actual screen protector. You will have to take off the case maybe 1 to 2 weeks, because I have found that the actual case does actually give you some dust inside on top of the screen, because the gap in between the screen protector and the actual screen will leave dust inside. You can see dust building, so you will have to take it out every once in a while to remove the dust. It's not too bad, but you will notice it after a little bit. It's not like a lot of dust builds up, and maybe 1 and 2 will get in there because it's not sitting on the screen. It's sitting on. There's a little gap in between the screen. Now I'm gonna go ahead and turn on. As far as usability, as you can see, there really is no glaring effect or rainbow effect or any kind of effect on the screen. It's really the same iPad you've seen if you haven't used it with the screen protector on it. You're really not going to see any distortion or any loss of picture on the screen. As you can see right here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's no loss of picture on the screen. It is fairly good. Now, of course, when you do use this, you may not like it because the screen protector actually does have a little bit different feel than the actual screen by itself. So you should try it out before you buy it, because you may not like the screen protector over the actual screen because it does have a little bit different feel. Now, I'm seeing this is the iPad Air, the newest generation. The iPad Air is 1 pound. With this case on it, it does add a bulkiness, and it does add a weight. You will definitely feel the weight on here. If you've been using your iPad Air without a case on it for a long time since you bought it, you may not actually like this case, because although it doesn't add a lot of weight to it, you will notice the weight of the iPad getting a little heavier, because as you know, the iPad Air is only 1 pound, which is astonishingly unheavy. So it is a very unheavy tablet, but with this it does add about maybe 1 to 2 pounds, so you definitely will feel it. But the trade-off is that you get better protection for your iPad. You get bulkiness, you get heavier weight, but the trade-off is better protection for your iPad Air. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you all the ports on here. So you do got 2 cutouts for your speakers. You do got all your ports like covered up with the protection. So your lightning port connection is covered up. Your rotation switch is covered up. Your volume rocker is covered up. And your 3.5mm headphone jack is covered up. And the power button is covered up. So everything on this case is covered up very nicely, so none of your ports will get dust in them. Now, they're not too hard to take off, but they are a little bit tricky. I'll go ahead and show you. If you want to like open your ports up to like charge it, or you want to listen to music, or you want to turn off the rotation lock or the volume lock or whatnot, you just take your finger. You do need a little bit of fingernail, and then you just pop it off, and then it just comes off, and you can take off the little port, and you can charge it and whatnot, and then you just put it back on. Some of them are a little bit harder to put on, to take off, like this one on the tops. A little bit hard, but not too hard to take off. There you go, and then all your ports are covered up. So it does give you the maximum protection in terms of like dust, so dust won't get into your device. And that's pretty much all. And on the bottom, I forgot to mention, it does say Otterbox. For the Otterbox series, it does have the logo on it. Now, one thing this case does come with in the box, it does come with a screen protector, an actual one that goes over the screen, so if you're traveling you can use it. Here it is right here. And it also does have a stand on it, so you can use it as a stand if you want to watch movies or type or whatnot. So basically this just goes over the iPad. You just take it, put it over the iPad, and it really just clicks over it. And there you go, bam. It is a very hard plastic material, so if you're traveling and you don't want to have the screen damaged, you want more protection, just put this over it and you're good to go. You just slip it into your bag or your backpack and you're good to go. You don't have to worry about the screen damaging. You can also, after you put it on, you just take it off. There's a little like groove, you have to pop it off. It's not too hard to pop off, and it just comes off. Now you can put it on the back of the tablet. I don't know why you want to do that, but you can put it on the back of the tablet if you would like to. The same principle goes for on the back of the tablet. Snaps on, and there you go. I don't know why you'd want to, but there it is. It's on the back of the tablet now. If you would want it on the back of the tablet. Now, before I head out out of here, I will show you how the stand works. The stand's inside the actual screen protector part, the plastic part. You just take it up. It just sits up, and you just pull it up. And there it is. There's what the stand looks like for your iPad. So then you can put it up like this. Take the iPad, you can put it in landscape mode. There, it just sits like that. You can put it in portrait. It's a little bit unsturdy in portrait mode, but you can put it up in portrait mode if you would like to. I would say it's a little bit unsturdy like that, but you can. Then you can also turn it around and put it in a different direction if you want to like type on the keyboard. This is mainly for typing on the keyboard if you would like to type on the keyboard. So that's really my review on the Otterbox Deffender case for the iPad Air. And peace out. I'll see you guys later in my next video. I'm out.